Hello everyone, welcome to another parts tutorial video. Today we are focusing on ruler number 38, Shirley Special. So what we're going to do with this ruler is we're going to do two completely different patterns. The first one I'm going to show you is a big centerpiece pattern, and then the second one I'm going to show you is a linked hearts. So what we need to do is find our place on the material, start with the ruler down, and we are going to sew the whole length of the channel. So we just need to emphasize all the little bits as we go around and snuggle into all those corners, take it nice and slow, and then sew the whole length of the channel. And it gives us that beautiful shape with the curves and the straight line at the top. So when we get to the end, stop with the foot down and the needle down, and we are going to spin the ruler back to where we started from. And basically the emphasis of this shape is we're going to do 4 points of the compass. So we're going to do the same thing again, start from the beginning and sew the whole length of the channel, and just make sure you emphasize the little indentations in the ruler to give us that pattern. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around, and this gives us a really lovely big centerpiece. So if you've got a large project or just a small project where you need one centerpiece, or a large project where you could do this multiple times over and over, it would give such a beautiful effect. So we've slid the ruler around again now for the third section, which is going to be the south point, the bottom point, and it's just the same thing again. You can just take it nice and slow, and you can see there how the ruler is shaped, so you've got nice places to put your hands, so you've got a nice stable place to put your hands, so you can glide the material over and create the consistent pattern that we're after. Okay, so that's the third one, and then I'm just going to turn the material around so you can see what I'm doing here. So we're going to do the fourth pattern called section, and we're just going to check that our end point is in the center of the channel. We need that in the center of the channel just so it matches up nicely with the very first section that we did. Okay, so as you can see, this has not taken me long, and it's such a dramatic large pattern, very simple, very easy to do, and will give such a beautiful effect. So I'm just going to line up that last little bit now just to make sure it's in the middle. Just give that extra few seconds just to make sure it adds up, and then I will take the ruler off and show you this beautiful design. Okay, so that's the first pattern that we're going to do, and it just gives that beautiful unique shape that we're after. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to do the linked hearts. So we're going to start on the one side at the bottom and sew all the way up to the top. And the bit where we started at the bottom, you can just see it's at the end of the circular bit before it goes on to the straight line bit. So on the ruler it's quite obvious because your ruler can snuggle into the right section. And then we're going to move the ruler all the way across, and we just need to make sure that our stitching's in the center, and then we're going to complete our first heart shape. And what I was going to say is this pattern, these linked hearts, are so beautiful. You could do chunky border, you can go around the corner with this, so you could do a chunky border. You could do lots of lines, vertical lines, horizontal lines for the length of the area that you've got. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the ruler around here so you can just see again that I'm putting my previous stitching in the centre of the channel so that they all link up beautifully. So we're just going to keep going from one side of the ruler, stopping with the foot down and the needle down, and then we just slide right to the other side of the ruler, and we can just line it all up using our stitching from before. Okay, here we go. So again, you don't need to move the material around. I'm just moving it around here to show you what to do. So if you've got a larger project, your material can stay fixed in place, and it's the ruler that moves it round. So just go to the other side, and you're finishing that little indentation there before it goes to the straight line. Move it across, and it will go back up to the other one. So this pattern gives it another really beautiful effect. And again, as you can see here, it's nice and simple and easy to do. The ruler and the channel guide you to where you need to go, so you can get that consistent, even pattern that we're after. to decorate your quilts with. Okay, so I'm just going to do a few more here. Like I said, you can carry on the pattern for as long as you like. You could do it in different lines, different orientations. You can go around the corner. So again, it's another one of our rulers that's got lots of options that you can do. Lots of different patterns from the same ruler. Okay, so I'm just going to keep doing that. What we've been doing all along, from one side to the next, until we have completed our pattern. So I think I'm just going to do one more here just to finish it off, and then I can show you what this looks like. And it's the linked hearts are just so beautiful, and I think they would look brilliant on loads of different projects. Okay, so I'm just going to finish that. And then you can see the two designs, completely different designs, made with the one ruler. We've got the linking hearts at the top there that we've just completed. That's just a small snippet of it. You could do like a lot longer and a lot more. And we've also got the beautiful big pattern that we did first. Okay, and then I'm just going to show you one more thing quickly, because you can see here on this ruler there's got lots of circular scroll lines, so you can just use the two sections to do multiple circles. So you can, if you see the scroll lines there, you can see the pattern that you can follow if you like. Now you can do them as individual circles, or you can just do the whole. It's like a figure of 8. You do one side of the S shape, slide the ruler along, and do the other side to make a figure of 8. And you can build this pattern up to do like as many circles as you like along there, just as an additional pattern that you can do. You've got all your scroll lines there as well to help you to get that consistent circle pattern that we're after. So just there, very quickly, I showed you 3 different patterns with this Shirley Special ruler. It's a really beautiful ruler and really easy to use. That is our ruler number 38, Shirley Special. Enjoy.